Welcome to Tokyo! So we've been in Tokyo for 3 weeks now. We've learned a lot about this city. So we thought we'd do a video about how you survive Tokyo and give a little bit tour of the city. Let's go check it out. So we're in our favorite neighborhood here in Tokyo, Ikebukuro. It's about 10-15 minutes north of the Ikebukuro train station. It is a really intimate, quiet neighborhood where families stroll and kids go into from school. So you get really great sense what it is like to live here in Tokyo. But it's also, like I mentioned earlier, really easy access to the rest of the city. And so, what we're going to do today, we're going to show you some of this neighborhood. Then we're going to show you some of our other favorite neighborhoods. So if you come here to Tokyo, if you go to a convenience store, often the cashier will bag your groceries for you, so it's pretty easy there. But if you go to a proper grocery store, they'll ask you to bag it yourself, and it's a pretty easy process. They'll move everything, all your groceries to a basket and give you a plastic bag. You take that basket to the counter behind the cashier, and then you bag everything there yourself. Just like the people behind me. You can sort of see them hopefully back here. But it's pretty easy. Hopefully you can try it out. So this is our favorite bakery here in Tokyo. It's actually our neighborhood bakery. All they do is carry simple Japanese baked goods, curry buns, red bean donuts, a bunch of other pastries as well. Delicious. But we come here almost every other day. It's really good stuff. So come here and check it out if you're coming in Ikebukuro. So it's a partly sunny day today, what we noticed though is Japanese don't generally wear sunglasses, and we're not sure why. I think part of it's we read is that people don't really think they need sunglasses, and the other part of that is I think if there's a sense of that maybe it's too pretentious to wear sunglasses. We don't know for sure, but maybe one of our Japanese viewers can explain that to us. But anyways, today is a bright day, so I think I need my sunglasses for sure. Shibuya crossing, one of the busiest crossings in the world. In Shibuya with Shinjuku form the largest commercial area in Tokyo with a lot of retail shops. We are on travel on a budget, so we're taking one of our favorite budget eateries, Genki Sushi, so come follow us. So one of the most common ways to pay at a restaurant is actually through a vending machine outside. I know Japan loves vending machines, we love them too now. But it's pretty simple. In a lot of these restaurants, basically you put your money into the machine and you look at the menu that is the machine on the vending machine, you select the item you want. For each item you want, you'll get a ticket. Take that ticket into the attendant inside, take a seat, and the attendant will bring all the items that you purchased through the machine. And after you're done, you sort of walk out. That's it. Super efficient, super easy, and we love it. Check it out. So we're at Genki Sushi. It's an automated sushi shop. You basically enter what you want on the screen and the food just comes. You order 3 at a time. At the end, you take this to the counter and you pay for it. Super easy, we're out. We're gonna enjoy our lunch now. it's pretty easy. You go back to the console, you hit confirm check. It'll list all the things here, so all the things we ordered. I ordered a lot today. And then I say, check please. And you can even separate your check, but we're not. Check, I say yes. Now we just take our card and you just go up to the counter and pay it. That's it, you're out. That's what we're gonna do. So we're in Shibuya. It's really a great place to grab some food. Although it's very similar to Shinjuku, it's a great place for having big parties, for dinner parties, going and catching a drink after work, or even going to a club. But if you sort of want that fine dining experience, you generally go to Ginza. That's where you can find your omasakes and kaisakes, the whole cuisines. But what we like is sort of the everyday common food like ramen, and Ikebukuro is probably the best place for that. And that's where we're from. You get everything from the Michelin star restaurants there for ramen, all the way down to the $4 bowl ramen. So that's some of our recommendations, so go check it out when you're here in Tokyo. So there's pachinko, I don't know what you call them, shops or casinos everywhere here. It's really popular, it's really loud, it seems pretty exciting. I think it's gambling, maybe not, it's sort of underground. We don't know what's going on because we haven't been in them. They seem like an intense place. Check them out when you're here in Tokyo. You'll find restrooms all throughout the city. They're out in public parks. You'll see them on the subways. Convenience stores even have them. Of course, restaurants and department stores also have them. They're really nice and lovely. But it's important to know how to use the toilet. So let me show you really quick. So one of the most important survival tips here in Tokyo is actually how to use the toilet. Don't worry, we're actually in our apartment and not in a public area. So most Japanese toilets come with two major features. The first one being heated seats and the second one being bidet. Now, the heated seats are just a nice feature, so you might be surprised the first time you sit on one, but it's actually really nice. And the second one is the bidet, and that washes up after you done with your deeds. And there's actually a couple of modes there for both for men and women as well, and a bunch of other like how much strength it has in terms of the spray, and just a lot of different features. If you're coming from the US and potentially a lot of other European countries, you probably don't need to worry about that. So really the only thing you really need to think about is how to flush the toilet. Now, in the Japanese toilets, there's actually two flush modes, a high flow and a low flow. And so let me show you that in a little bit. So you can see here's the two characters you have to remember. I actually don't know what they stand for, but this one is for high flow and this one is for low flow. And so if you don't remember that, I'll have it on a written blog at some point. But that's all you have to remember. Sometimes they are actually on handles like this next to the toilet, which makes it easy, so you can flush either way really. Sometimes they're on a console like this, so then you would have to hit a button that says flush. This one does not because it's on the actual toilet itself. But this is actually a very, maybe it's too complicated, but it is a console control for the toilet that's next to it because it controls the heat and the bidet and the dryers and all that kind of stuff. Sometimes they're actually on walls, like mounted right here. And so you may look at the toilet and you might not see the flush buttons, but they'll be on a console next to the wall. It's very similar to this, but it's just on the wall. And then you look for those two characters I showed you right there on that console, and you hit the flush buttons, and you're good. Some places like restaurants and public areas will tell you in English that they're flush buttons, but just remember those characters, and you'll be able to flush your toilet. So I hope that was helpful. Now next time you go to Tokyo, you know how to use the toilets, which is an important thing to learn how to survive here. So we're here in the one of the Tokyo subway stations, and as you can see, it's super organized. There's directional arrows up and down. In Tokyo, actually stay on the left side as you're walking up and down the stairs or the escalator. But one thing that we found as we've gone here in the Tokyo subway is that you actually save a lot more money if you figure out what line is optimal for you for your travel. So you can transfer between the same line as many times as you want, but if you switch lines, then you pay again for it. So if you switch lines 3 times, you're paying 3 times as much money. So we actually been optimizing to travel on a single line and walk low between our paths. So that's what we're going to do now. When you get off the Tokyo subway, you want to identify where you're going to. There's a lot of different exits here. You can walk forever here in Tokyo. So basically you look at a map like this and then one of the exits, you identify where you're at and where you want to go. And so in this case, if we want to go to the Imperial Palace, it's up here and we're down here. And so we need to exit, say, C13B, which is the closest exit to what we were doing. Otherwise, we're going the wrong direction. So anyway, let's go check it out. So one of the things in Tokyo you want to do is get one of these cards. It's called a Suica card. It allows you to tap in and out and pay for tickets as you go in different lines. So it's really super convenient. You can buy it when you enter the country at any major stations here in Japan as well. And there's usually a deposit you pay for one of these things, and you get the deposit mostly back when you exit if you want to return the card. So it's really easy to use. And it's much more convenient than running to a ticket station every time. And if you enter or exit the wrong station, these gentlemen here can also help you cancel the tickets as well. So it's super easy versus buying a ticket. So let's just try it out. So the Emperor of Japan lives here, and we're gonna go visit him. Pretty amazing views from here.
That feels good!
So this was meant to be a base for our tower. Now it's just a viewpoint for tourists. Oh, it's not bad. So the tea ceremony is a big important ritual here in Japan, and this house behind me was built in 1912 to celebrate the tea ceremony here in the Imperial Palace. Check it out. Wow, these kois are really gorgeous. They were gifts to the emperor in I think 1995 and 2012. And they're this hybrid koi, and so they're just amazing to see, and they're really big fish as well. It's middle of winter, so the pond's a little murky, but it's still quite beautiful.
すごい優雅。危ない。優雅優雅。
So that was the Imperial Palace, or I should say the Imperial Gardens, because the palace is actually only open twice a year and when the family goes on vacation. And so right now we're going to take you out of the palace area and we're going to head to a vending machine, get some drinks, and we'll show you how that works. So one of the most important survival tips here in Tokyo is actually learning how to use one of these vending machines. So what we found surprising here in Tokyo is that the vending machines, especially the drink machines, have both hot and cold. And so let me show you how that works. So the blue labels are for the cold drinks and the red labels are for the hot drinks. And it's pretty easy to buy one of these drinks. You just place your coins or your bills in the machine, tap the drink you want, the change will come out, and then you grab the bottle. The other thing we noticed is there's a bunch of different types of vending machines. You can buy smokes, you can buy food, and this particularly you'll see most of them are drink machines. So when you come to Tokyo, give it a try. It's actually pretty cool. So we're here at the Shinjuku train station. It is one of the most busy train stations in the world with nearly 4 million people every day that comes through here. So it's pretty crazy. Just like any train station here in Tokyo, pretty much you can do anything here. There's all sorts of retails, restaurants and bars even. And so if you're in a busy day coming through after work, it's an easy place to serve and take a little bit of a break as well. And then you of course connect from here to any place here in Tokyo. It's pretty cool. Check it out. It's one of our favorite neighborhoods besides our neighborhood, which is Ikebukuro. This is the essentially center for some of the government buildings, a lot of retail, some finance. So it brings a lot of people together, and that's why there's so many people here. Of course, there's the Shinjuku station you just saw a second ago. It's one of the most massive stations here in Tokyo. It's amazing to see. We love the energy of this section of town. Just check it out. It's beautiful back there. So welcome to our Shinjuku living room. So I'm sitting here on my bench. It's two bars. One bar is for sitting, and the other bar is for resting your back. These are the type of benches you'll find here in Tokyo, especially when you're tired of walking around. Of course, you'll always have a big screen TV. It's always blaring like an ad or songs. It's not too bad. It's actually kind of fun. But if we, like us, we just had a snack here from our favorite bakery back home. And once you finish with your goods, you'll have to carry your trash with you. You won't find a trash can here, usually on the streets here in Tokyo. Sometimes you might find them in the stations, the train stations, but that's your best of luck. So basically you have to carry your trash with you all day. So be prepared for that. Other than that, just enjoy Tokyo. It's an amazing city. So we're in the retail district Shinjuku, and Tokyo is one of the most expensive cities in the world, and one way you can save some money here as a foreigner is actually to get your tax back. And so all you need to do is bring your passport with you, and if you make a purchase more than 5,000 yen, roughly 50 US dollars, you can apply to get your tax back. It's actually a really great discount, something like 8% or so. So it's not bad. It's at least a bowl of ramen if you're spending about $50. The fruits here in Tokyo are absolutely amazing. Every single fruit usually is perfect shape. No blemishes on them. They're actually perfectly ripened and sweet. But you'll notice here, like the fruits are super expensive. 4 oranges, 6 oranges, $10. Maybe a carton of strawberries is $15. So that's unusual pricing for us coming from Pacific Northwestern United States, where the fruits like this is really, really cheap and affordable. But here is a delicacy almost. It's pretty amazing though. So the one thing we love about Tokyo is all the snack foods around here, and what we love too is that they bring like a bunch of different desserts from all over the world together and sort of evolve them and actually put some ways perfect them. So one of the things that we've seen around here is a lot of cheesecakes. One of the cheesecakes that we like a lot is in the saga. It's amazing fluffy cheesecake. But here we also have cheesecake made by Pablo, which we're hunting down right now, which is amazingly creamy and everyone raves about it. We haven't had it yet in the full size, just the mini ones, which we already love. So we're gonna go see if we can find it. Found it. It just took about an hour. 2 days? Okay.
After 6 hours, it will be.
Okay, perfect. So we finally got it. You saw me purchasing it. We got the original one, which is like super big for 2 people. So if you are hungry, want to come join us, just come to Tokyo. We'll share it with you. But it's gonna be delicious. We're gonna try it tonight. So stay tuned. Okay, so we're back at our neighborhood, Ikebukuro. It's actually the center of Ikebukuro, where the train station is, the 2 shopping malls are. It is a lot more people, a lot more energy. Certainly a place where you can take your friends out to dinner and have a drink after work. It's an amazing place, and it's different from our neighborhood, Ikebukuro, which is more quiet and family oriented, which is also actually absolutely amazing as well. But we hopefully provide a good sense of what Tokyo is about through some of the neighborhoods we showed you today. And hopefully the tips will help you survive Tokyo when you come to visit as well. So if you like this video, give us a thumbs up. If you want to find out what we're doing next, subscribe below. And I'll see you next time. Bye. We love Tokyo!